Hi, I'm real estate broker James Arena. This is our Craigslist rental lead generation tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and take you through. If you're new to Arena and Company, welcome aboard. This tutorial should help you get started making some money in the industry. So, where you're going to want to go is flexmls.com. That's going to be where you get your advertisements from. So we're going to be advertising listings that are for rent. You can also advertise listings that are for sale. Today we're going to be doing rental listings. I'm going to show you how to post. You're going to want to find some kind of note program that you can keep notes. I use a Macintosh, so it's actually called Notes. If you have Microsoft, or you could use your phone. If you're going to be posting advertisements on your phone, Flex is available on your mobile device, but it's a lot easier on a desktop. You're going to want to have quick search opened up so you can go ahead and look for rental properties. And when you're searching for rental properties or properties for sale, down here in the add a field section, you're going to want to add any broker advertise. That's the most important part about this, is that you're given explicit permission to advertise. So these listings actually allow you to advertise these properties for rent on the open market, on social media, and any way that you think you can get this property rented for with the agent. After all, we are realtors. We do work together. So let me get myself out of the way here. Woohoo. All right, so you're going to want to search around on the map here to find an area that you can target market that's kind of close to where you live, so that you're not driving all over town trying to find people a place to live. That'll really be a big waste of time sometimes. I mean, it's worth driving for people that you have pre-qualified, but you're going to really want to focus on a farm area and post the advertisements in there. So that really narrowed this search down to 61. And you can go through what kind of property you want to advertise. Single family homes only, that's going to narrow it down to 16, and you can even go further and really target market condos or rental prices or bedrooms and baths, whatever you prefer. After you go ahead and narrow down where you want to market and what you're going to market, you want to go in and find a property that you are attracted to, that you think you can rent. A lot of times I like to look for new listings. New listings are really important because anybody can do what we're doing right now, and a new listing has a better chance of not being advertised. So we're going to go ahead and save these images now, and you're going to want to control click and save the image as, and then name the image and also name the folder so where you can easily identify where you're going to get it. So I have a folder called rentals, and then I name the folder the address of the property so I can easily identify the ad. So I go ahead and name it, and after I name it, I'm going to save the images to that file. And you're going to go through and you're going to want to save like in between, 3 to 10 images. Obviously, people like to look at images. They love looking at images. Make sure you name the images. And you want to really focus on the main parts of the house, because this is all something that's going to take up time. So I like to get the front of the house, the back of the house, the kitchen, the master bathroom, or a really nice bathroom. And I usually stick to four photos, because if you really go and try to get 20, 25 photos per listing, it could really take up a lot of your time. And the more properties you have out there, the better chance you have of getting a phone call. And you're going to save all the images that you go through and decide to save for that property into that property's file folder. So right now I'm on the 4th image, which is the master bathroom, and I'm just going to name it bathroom because I don't know if it's the master bathroom or not, and I'm just trying to blow through this. I like to post 10 to 15 ads a day at a minimum, so I tend to really just take about 4 images. So when you're marketing the property, all of the pertinent information is found on the MLS sheet. So you're going to want to just go ahead and copy and paste onto your note program the pertinent information about the property, so that you can identify the property, the address of the property, the price of the property, go back and get the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the agent's description. Everything about the property can really be found right there on your MLS sheet, and you've been given explicit permission to go ahead and advertise this property. So don't be nervous about using the exact information on this sheet, because this is what the people want to know. They want to know how much it's going to be, what floor it's on, what the pet fees are, pet restrictions, if the place comes furnished. All of your questions are going to be answered on the MLS sheet, and you've been given permission to use this information. So I'll go through and I'll copy and paste everything that I feel is pertinent to the property into my note program, and this way I have everything right there when it's time for me to run my advertisement on Craigslist. Now, the directions and the address of the property are not something that I put in the advertisement, but at the same time, it's important that you know this information, so when someone calls about your ad, you know what they're talking about and generally where this property is and how you're going to find it on the MLS. So after you get your ad ready to go, you're going to go to Craigslist.org or .com. It'll forward you right to .org. You're going to set up an account if you don't have one, and then log into your account. Now, when you post a new ad on Craigslist, something very important that you need to understand. You're going to post in your county, and you're going to post housing for offer, but you're not going to post in real estate by broker. You're going to post in apartments and housing for rent when you're doing rentals, and you're just going to make sure that you identify that you're a broker, because this is where people look for houses. Now, stunning single property, single story pool home, that's a great title. I'm going to go ahead and name it that and pop that in there and tell them where it's located. This property, I believe, is located in Delray Beach, not Boynton Beach. Let's check it out. Yep, Delray Beach. So we'll just go ahead and copy and paste that and stick it in the ad. So it's pretty easy, a lot of copy and pasting. Certain issues that you really got to pay attention to, the location that you're going to be advertising. You want to keep it close to your house so you're not driving all over the place. The time period that the advertisement was on the market. You're going to want to make sure, you're looking for new ads, because people are doing exactly what I'm doing right here, guys. So you're going to want to make sure that you're on top of it and you're ahead of the game. So it's really a numbers game. Now, when I post this, this description, I like to make it in bullet point. People don't like to really read, in my experience. They really rather see the bullet points of the property quickly, because they're blowing through a lot of advertisements. When people are online, they're looking at every single one of these places quickly, and they're really calling people. So it's important that you're available and you're ready, and you have a lot of advertisements out there that get people's attention and get them to call your phone. And then after they call your phone, that's going to give you the chance to really win them over. So, posting advertisements in such a manner that gets them to call you is very important. And I feel, that doing the bullet points is something that makes your ad stand out and a little bit easier for people to find, what they're looking for. Because generally speaking, people are looking for some hot ticket items. For instance, this is a pool home. You have no association fees. This realtor is, she wrote a great ad here for us. She has all the hot ticket items. Master suite has a double door entry, walk-in closets, fenced in backyards. These are definitely types of things that people look for specifically when they're searching for a property for their family. Especially the no association. A lot of people don't like to live in association communities, so they prefer no HOA, so to speak, and those people usually have, larger dogs and things like that, so it's easy to pick out a target market and really go after that target market. So for a pool house like this, very easy to get phone calls. A lot of people in South Florida looking for a pool home. So when you're thinking about what kind of ad you're going to post, those are the type of things you got to think about. This place does have a garage, pets are allowed, does have a pet fee. Now the available date, once again, you're going to go back to your Flex MLS to find out all this information. Everything that you need to know about your advertisement will be found on this MLS sheet. So the date available is right there. You just go ahead and copy and paste that and put it right into place of the available date. And once you get your ads rolling, you really get into a groove with this, you can move forward pretty quickly. You can get 10 ads posted within an hour to an hour and a half if you really get focused. Grab yourself a cup of coffee, sit down, and just really start posting advertisements. So now some places do have fees. So if it did have an association, you would put your fee here. They put it under broker fees, even though it's not a broker fee. They want you to disclose credit checks and things like that. Apartment complexes have mandatory credit checks, but for like our company, we do charge $60 for a credit and background check. That's our credit and background check fee. It's not mandatory that they purchase that through us, but most places require a credit and background check. So if they can get that on their own, that's fine. A lot of places have application fees, and that's where you would put that information there, and you would find all the mandatory fees on, the MLS form. So, most stuff is going to be located on that form. That's where you're going to get all your information from. Now, if you notice on this, when you're doing an ad in real estate by broker, the ads have an area for the broker to put their information. Now, I'm going through this here. You're not going to put the address of the property, and Facebook does give a general vicinity. So you just want to keep it with the circle. You don't want people driving to the house. Now, in the folder where you saved your images, you're going to upload the images right now. You can upload them in a batch image. Facebook is super quick. So even if you do save 25 photos, they upload quick and you can save them quick. And people love looking at photos. So it's always good to, post your photos. Now, even if you post this and you make a mistake, which this ad does have a very big mistake, and you go ahead and publish, you're going to want to always look at the ad you publish so that you can double check and make sure you have no mistakes. And a common mistake is to forget in this section to put the licensed brokerage. So as you can see in this ad, it doesn't indicate that we are a licensed brokerage. And if you remember from your real estate exam, that's a big deal. So you're going to want to make sure that you always put licensed real estate brokerage. You can come back, manage your post, edit the post, go ahead in there, and you're going to want to put on every single advertisement, whether it's a business card or a Craigslist advertisement, Arena and Company, licensed brokerage, and the company's address. And it's really very important that you do this. And you can forget in this section, because in the real estate by broker section, there's actually a form that you fill out that allows you, there's actual sections, so you don't forget. But in this section, you can forget, and if you do forget, not a big deal. Just go ahead in and edit it and make it right. This is the law, and you got to follow the law. So very important that you do that, especially in rentals. When you start getting good, people get jealous and want to, report you, and that's one way that someone that you're renting a lot of properties in their area could come here and report you if you're missing just that little mistake. So you always come in, get in the habit of checking your ad. Now, I clicked on an old link here on this ad, so I had to come back in and return to the account page, display the ad, and then you'll see the updated new ad with the company address ready to go. All right, guys, that's it. Now you know how to post an ad. That's all you have to do, and your phone will start ringing. There's a ton of ways to get business in this business, but this is one way to get rental ads out there for free and start making money. Welcome to Arena Company, and thanks a lot for your time.